talk a little bit about self-sabotage and what it is exactly. So a lot of us think that self-sabotage is about being afraid of doing what we want to do, being afraid of putting ourselves out there, even if we want to do it. Or it can also be about putting ourselves in situations that we don't want to be in. We think that it has something to do with how we treat ourselves. It thinks that we have something to do with how we respect ourselves, how we love ourselves, and we wonder, why do I do this to myself? But it is actually about what we believe that other people will do to us, because our nervous system only reacts to outside threats, so we cannot really just do it to ourselves. The belief is ours, but it is what we believe unconsciously that other people will do to us and what that would make us feel. It's about what we believe that other people would do to us, how that would make us feel. So we are avoiding other people and we're avoiding an emotion. And these emotions that we are avoiding are the same emotions that would actually protect us when we are self-sabotaging. It is a little bit complicated, but I will try to. So let us start with an example. So maybe I want to start a business, but I do not do anything to start my business because I just procrastinated. I feel stuck. I know what to do, but I can't simply just do it. That's a form of self-sabotage. And why we're doing this is because that we believe if I put myself out there, if I start doing what I need to do to create my business, someone will do something to me. And the nervous system only answers to the four core beliefs of threat, which I have talked about before. It answers to the belief that we are going to be ignored, left, manipulated, or attacked. So we think that something will happen to us if we start doing that thing that we should do to start a business, for example. So what we can do is that we can just figure out what it is that we believe. Okay, so if I were to start doing those things, to put myself out there, what do I believe that other people would do to me? And then we pick a belief that is closest to what we believe. So maybe it is attacked. I think that other people would attack me if I start putting myself out there and just trying to make this dream come true that I have. And since our nervous system only reacts to outside threats, we have to check the reality and we have to trust in reality to prove to us that that is not the case. So you can start by just, if you want to start posting, for example, you can go out, post a video, and ask people. So if I start showing myself out here, will you attack me? And you will see, okay, some people will because they think that you're ridiculous, but that has something to do with them. So then we can start by investigating, okay, what is it that they cannot express that would make them express this? Okay, so they have a fear as well. They don't want to get seen, so they don't feel comfortable with you being seen. Okay, but that has nothing to do with you, so let them. And if they don't say that they will attack you or attacks you, then you will see that they are not attacking you. It is just a belief that you have that people will attack me if I start doing what I need to do to build my business. We can take another example to make it simpler. So another form of self-sabotage is putting yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. So for example, a relationship that you don't want to be in. So if you're in a relationship that you feel is not good for you, but you stay anyway, it is because of something that you feel like you cannot express. Often it is because you cannot express your anger, because anger in this situation would actually protect you, because anger is also boundaries. It's clarity. It's trusting yourself to know what's good for you. Your anger would have helped you to either get out of the relationship or express how you really feel. which could make the relationship grow into something that you want to be a part of. So you're not actually self-sabotaging, you're just self-abandoning yourself. And that could be another word for self-sabotaging, I believe, because that is the core of what it is. It is something you think you cannot express because of what you think that other people would do to you. That is self-sabotaging. Another form of self-sabotaging could be that you continue with your bad habits even if you don't want to. So maybe you have decided that you want to work out, you want to eat clean, you want to take care of yourself, but you cannot seem to do that. And here you have the same reason. It's because of something you're avoiding, because you're afraid of expressing it. If you would have expressed it, someone would either attack you, manipulate you, ignore you, or abandon you. So it's very simple. What you're doing, for example, that when you are continuing eating things that you don't want to do instead of eating clean, or continuing to not work out even if you want to do it, it's because you need the comfort of those things, because they are helping you to avoid that emotion, that feeling that you cannot express. So whenever you're feeling like, okay, I'm having this itch again, so I need to go eat something, it is just a distraction. And when you go eat something nice, it feels nice, calms you down for a little while, but then you feel ashamed for eating even if you didn't want to. So you get stuck in that loop. But if you can just stay with what it is that you're feeling and investigate what it is that you're feeling in that moment before you go and take that snack, you understand, okay, now I think that someone is doing something to me. I don't feel seen. I don't have my needs met. So that is actually what you're trying to do with this piece of chocolate or scrolling on your phone, with those habits that you want to get rid of. It is actually just a way for you to avoid that emotion. So if you can see, okay, now this itch is coming, what is it that I believe that other people is doing to me? Okay, yeah, I feel alone. I think that other people is ignoring me. So then you can just use reality as a proof, go to someone, you can call someone even, and ask them, are you ignoring me because I feel like I don't feel seen? And express what it is, what need it is that you have. I have a need for closeness, for example. You just need to be a little bit connected so that you can make these good decisions for yourself, the ones that you want to keep. My lesson for you this week is to recognize the itch in real time and investigate, what is it that I believe that other people is doing to me. And that is really important, because it's always what we believe that other people is doing to us. It has nothing to do with what is actually happening, because you see, your intellectual mind see that, oh, nothing is happening to me, I just have anxiety. But that anxiety comes from what you implicitly, unconsciously believe always, because your nervous system is only ever reacting to an outside threat, even if that outside threat isn't here. It reacts to it because it believes that it is actually alone. So even when you're alone, it feels like a threat. Even when you're just laying in your bed with anxiety, I'm all alone, nobody loves me. It has something to do with what you believe that other people is doing to you unconsciously. So find out what it is that you believe and let reality prove to you that it's not so. And even if it is so, even if you ask reality or see reality as it is, and the other person is actually ignoring you, then you need to take it one step further and see that this ignoring has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the other person. What this person believes in order to actually ignore you. This person may believes that he cannot express his need for distance or his need for closeness, so that makes him ignore you. But when you believe that, you see that he's not actually ignoring you. He just cannot express whatever he feels, whatever needs he have. When you can do this as soon as you feel this little itch, then you will become free, my love. Because the only reason why we feel is that we believe that someone is doing something to us. It's an illusion. When we can see through this illusion in real time, when our nervous system feels through this illusion in real time, we will soon rewire our nervous system. We will create new pathways in our brains that lets us to live a life more freely and more fully, because we are not bound by our fears, because life is not that scary. So the key is to do this in real time. And whenever you're self-sabotaging, figure out what it is that you believe and let your experience show you that you're actually safe.
I live my day as if it was the last.